The boy who dared to dream. Cristiano Ronaldo's impossible rise. The roar of a packed stadium slowly fades into an almost sacred silence. A young man stands under the blazing lights, chest heaving, eyes locked on a horizon only he can see. In that single frozen moment, the weight of every lonely training session, every tear shed in a distant academy dorm, every doubt shouted from the stands crashes down upon him. How does a frail boy from a poor island, raised in hardship with a father lost to his demons and a heart that literally raced against him, rise to stand among the giants of football? This is not a tale of overnight success. This is the raw, unrelenting story of Cristiano Ronaldo, a journey forged in sacrifice, unbreakable will, and a hunger that refused to die. Born into the rugged beauty and quiet struggles of Madeira, Cristiano dos Santos Aveiro entered the world in 1985 amid modest surroundings. The family home was small, the resources limited. His father worked as a gardener and kit man for the local club, while his mother held the family together with quiet strength. Poverty shaped their days, but it could not contain the boy's spirit. From the earliest age, school held little appeal for Cristiano. His true education happened on dusty pitches where he chased a ball with a passion that bordered on obsession. At Andorinha, his local amateur club, the young Cristiano first tasted organized football. His father's connection to the club offered small glimpses into a bigger world, but Dennis battled personal struggles with alcohol that often kept him distant when his son needed guidance most. News of the exceptionally gifted yet undernourished boy reached the youth coaches at Nacional, Madeira's prominent club. At just 10 years old, Cristiano made the move. His godfather Fernando played a crucial supporting role, stepping in during times when family support felt stretched thin. The coaches at Nacional saw immense potential but worried about his physical development. They encouraged his mother to enrich his diet with fish and meat. While typical boys his age trained for a couple of hours, Cristiano devoted 10 to 12 hours daily to the ball. No homework, no chores, only the relentless pursuit of mastery. Within a few short years, the island could no longer contain his ambitions. A life-changing opportunity beckoned. Through connections and an old transfer debt between clubs, a path opened to Sporting Lisbon. At 12 years old, Cristiano boarded a plane alone, leaving his family and everything familiar behind. The journey to the mainland marked the first time he had flown. Lisbon presented immediate and overwhelming challenges. The accent was different, the culture faster-paced. Placed in a group with players 2 years older due to lack of suitable age mates, he felt profoundly isolated. The distance from his family weighed heavily. Homesickness nearly broke him. There were tearful phone calls home and moments when quitting seemed the only relief. Yet a deeper resolve kept him in the capital, determined to chase the dream not just for himself, but for the family that had sacrificed so much. Off-field struggles compounded the difficulty. Academic requirements at the academy demanded attention he preferred to give the pitch. A racing heart condition required surgery in 2000, forcing him to pause training and recover. Coaches worked to shift him from pure individual flair to a more team-oriented approach. Slowly, through persistence and growth, he earned recognition. In 2001, at 16, Sporting offered him his first professional contract, modest by later standards, but life-changing then. With help from agent Jose Vega, the deal provided stability. Cristiano brought his mother to Lisbon, giving him emotional grounding closer to the first team. Training sessions with the senior squad under manager Laszlo Ballon revealed both brilliance and raw edges. Reports noted weaknesses in aerial ability, defensive work, physicality, and tactical awareness. He could be selfish and overly focused on tricks that belonged on the playground rather than the professional pitch. Yet his work ethic stood out. He gradually integrated, earning a professional debut in Champions League qualifiers against Inter Milan. His first league goal followed, and memorable moments, like a winning strike against Boavista, sparked excitement. Inconsistencies remained normal for a 17-year-old, but European clubs began to take notice. Jorge Mendes entered the picture, recognizing the teenager's enormous ceiling. As Sporting star striker prepared to leave, opportunities arose for Cristiano on the wing. A friendly performance against Manchester United in 2003 became legendary. His dazzling stepovers, speed, and trickery left defenders bewildered. Sir Alex Ferguson watched with growing excitement. United's interest had been building through careful scouting and Portuguese connections, including Carlos Queiroz. Multiple clubs, Arsenal, Liverpool, Juventus, and others, showed serious interest. Negotiations with Arsenal advanced significantly, including a visit where Cristiano met Arsene Wenger and even had a shirt number reserved. Financial constraints and a decisive move from United ultimately tipped the scales. For a record fee for a teenager at the time, Cristiano joined Manchester United. Ferguson handed him the iconic number 7 shirt, once worn by legends like George Best, Eric Cantona, and David Beckham. The responsibility was immense. The boy from Madeira had arrived on one of football's grandest stages. His Premier League debut against Bolton brought instant electricity. He won a penalty and claimed man of the match honors. International recognition followed with a debut for Portugal. Yet the Premier League proved ruthless. Physical defenders targeted the flashy winger. Teammates questioned his showboating and occasional defensive lapses. The 2003-04 season tested his character deeply. He scored his first United goal from a free kick and shone in the FA Cup final victory. However, league inconsistencies and European exits highlighted the gap between potential and consistent impact. Euro 2004 on home soil brought a mix of pride and pain. Portugal reached the final, but suffered a shocking loss to Greece. Cristiano returned more physically mature and mentally hardened. Tragedy struck in 2005 with his father's passing, a profound loss tied to long-term health struggles. Personal and on-field frustrations mounted, including send-offs and off-field issues. Relationships within the squad grew strained as some veterans grew impatient with his style. United finished third again as Chelsea dominated under Jose Mourinho. Doubts about whether the prodigy would fulfill his promise intensified. Through it all, Ferguson offered protection and tough love, seeing the champion spirit beneath the flaws. Cristiano responded by training with even greater obsession, refining his decision-making, physical strength, and team play. The 2006-07 season marked a turning point. He silenced critics with consistent, decisive performances. Spectacular solo goals, including a memorable late winner against Fulham, showcased his growing maturity. United reclaimed the Premier League title. His contributions blended artistry with effectiveness. Media attention shifted from personal drama to admiration as he collected monthly honors and drove key victories. In the Champions League, memorable nights against Roma and others highlighted his rising European stature, though semi-final disappointment against Milan tempered the campaign. The pinnacle arrived in 2007-08. Cristiano's goal-scoring reached new heights. Headers, volleys, long-range thunderbolts, and instinctive finishes became routine. United secured another Premier League title. The Champions League campaign culminated in a dramatic final against Chelsea in Moscow. Cristiano's header gave United the lead before a tense penalty shootout. Though he missed his kick, the team triumphed. He lifted the trophy that crowned a historic season. Individual accolades poured in. The Ballon d'Or, European Golden Shoe with 31 league goals and 42 overall. From the frail island boy who once nearly quit to European champion and world-class superstar, the transformation was complete. His final season at United brought more silverware, including another league title and Club World Cup success, though Champions League heartbreak against Barcelona reminded him of unfinished ambitions. Rumors of a move to Real Madrid grew. True to his promise, Ferguson allowed the departure when a record offer arrived. Cristiano had given everything to United and received legendary status in return. The boy from Madeira's early journey forged not only a footballer, but a symbol of relentless human potential. His story reminds us that talent is merely the spark. Hard work, resilience through isolation, injury, loss, and public doubt are what sustain the flame. He inspired countless young dreamers worldwide to believe that humble beginnings do not dictate endings. History records his name among the greatest, yet his legacy extends far beyond statistics. It lives in the daily discipline he embodied and the courage to keep improving even at the summit. What does Cristiano Ronaldo's improbable rise teach us in our own lives? In moments of doubt and setback, how can we channel even a fraction of his unbreakable will? Do you believe history has fully captured the depth of his early struggles, Or does his path reveal something profound about the power of obsession and sacrifice? Share your thoughts below. What moment in his journey resonates with you the most? If this story moved you, consider liking, subscribing, and joining for more cinematic tales of legendary lives. The boy who dared to dream never stopped, and neither should we.